Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch out. Hey, team 6. Team 6. We got three, fellas. We got three.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Well, Raheem Mostert, he was great in that NFC title game, 220 yards. But Super Bowl, 58 yards on 12 carries, though. He did score the touchdown in the third quarter to put the Niners up 20-10.
And think about the journey of Raheem Mostert and what he's traveled. That he has a 220-yard game, 4 touchdowns in the NFC title game that you just mentioned. But only getting 12 carries in the Super Bowl, I don't think in his wildest dreams he would have thought, I only got 12 carries in a Super Bowl? That tells you how valuable he became and what people will focus on. And don't forget Tevin Coleman, the great comeback from the dislocated shoulder against Green Bay in the title game. 5 carries, 28 yards in the Super Bowl. Came back to start that game. Showed a great amount of toughness. But they didn't run it nearly as much as we expected. And they ended up with the result that maybe was unexpected too. A loss in the Super Bowl.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Mostert. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch 81, watch 81. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line.
Here we go.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. This throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Down. 10 Lobo. Go.
Check.
Down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity, and we finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. Gets around him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. They're led onto the field by a man who needs no introduction, Ben Roethlisberger.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
On second down now, Peyton. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Time to revisit what we thought of San Francisco in the Super Bowl here, Charles, as they come back out on offense. They were looking to draw even with the Steelers and the Pats with 6 Super Bowl titles, but that's going to have to wait at least another year. Now, are you still bullish on this team moving forward?
I absolutely am, and I know it goes against the grain a little bit because typically the team that loses the Super Bowl, it's not just the Super Bowl winner that has a hangover. The Super Bowl loser has a struggle the next year as well. I think this team is built to come back and compete for another Super Bowl title. Offensive line, I really like it. They'll get Weston Richburg back at center. I think that the running game will continue to get better. And don't be surprised if they actually draft a runner to try and supplement things. They'll increase the receiving core. And I think Jimmy Garoppolo will continue to improve at quarterback. And on the defensive side, they feel like they have a lot to prove because of the way the game ended for them. They didn't shut them down. I think this is a team that will be on a mission in 2020.
And I'm not putting this all on Kyle Shanahan, but just for him, how crushing the loss he had as the OC with Atlanta and now this lead that he loses as the head coach of San Francisco.
He'll be hearing from guys like you and me.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. As his guys are in for 6. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now, that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Let's get it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Ready.
Nice 42. And here we go.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter.
Show it.
Shoot.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Buzz. Deep rip.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check, 43. They can't hang with us.
Hey, Charlie.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Watch the run.
Hey, Alpha.
This is Mostert, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Go.
Mike 42.
Yeah.
Mike 42. And coming after you.
Hey, exit.
Slam.
Hit it.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. Now Roethlisberger.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now Mostert, and an alley to run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run with their fullback. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 4th quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that, a total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.